Have you ever left a conversation feeling confused, guilty, or like you were somehow to blame? It's not a coincidence. This is how toxic people manipulate you. That's not by accident. Toxic people are masters of manipulation, and often they'll control you without you even realizing it. They twist words, distort your reality, and play on your emotions, leaving you feeling powerless, questioning yourself. But you don't have to live like this. Stoicism, especially the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, offers a way to see through this fog of manipulation. So, stick with me, because in this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 most common signs of manipulation that toxic people use, and more importantly, how you can spot these tactics before they take control of you. Now, let's jump into the first sign. This one's a classic, and one of the most emotionally draining tactics toxic people use. Imagine being the most powerful person in the world, and yet surrounded by people constantly trying to manipulate you. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, faced this daily. His advisors, senators, even close friends would try to sway his decisions for their own gain. Aurelius wasn't just ruling an empire, he was navigating a battlefield of deceit and manipulation. So, what did Marcus do? He developed a powerful internal philosophy, Stoicism, that kept him grounded, centered, and, most importantly, in control of his own mind. He knew he couldn't change how people acted toward him, but he could control how he responded. And this is where Stoicism becomes your armor against toxic people. Just like Marcus, you too can build emotional resilience. The first step, recognizing the manipulation tactics toxic people use. Let's dive into the first major red flag, emotional blackmail. Warning sign. Number 1. Emotional blackmail. If you loved me, you'd do this. This one hits hard, doesn't it? Emotional blackmail is one of the most common manipulation tactics toxic people use. They prey on your emotions, turning your kindness, empathy, or love into a weapon against you. Ever heard something like, "If you really cared about me, you'd do this," or "You're selfish for not doing what I asked"? Marcus Aurelius would tell us that our worth isn't determined by how others perceive our actions. In Meditations, he reminds us to stay rooted in reason and virtue, not in how others try to manipulate our feelings. Stoicism teaches that external opinions and judgments have no control over your internal peace, unless you allow them to. So next time someone tries to twist your emotions against you, pause and ask yourself, is this action in line with my values, or am I being guilt-tripped? Emotional blackmail is powerful, but only if you let it be. And that brings us to the next warning sign, one that's even more insidious: gaslighting. Warning sign number 2, gaslighting. You're just imagining things. That never happened. You're overreacting. You're imagining things. These are the words of a toxic person trying to manipulate your reality. Gaslighting is a tactic designed to make you doubt your own perception of events. Slowly, they twist the truth until you start questioning your own memories, your own sanity. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to trust reason above all else. Stoicism teaches that reality is objective. It's not up to someone else to dictate how you should feel or think. In Meditations, Marcus warns against being swept up by others' emotional games. He encourages us to stand firm in our own rational understanding of the world. So, if someone's trying to make you doubt your reality, ask yourself, what do I know to be true? Hold on to your own perceptions and don't let someone else distort your truth. Because once they've shaken your confidence in reality, it becomes much easier for them to attack your self-esteem, which brings us to the next sign. Warning. Sign to 3. Undermining your confidence. Are you sure you can handle that? Toxic people often plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They make you question your abilities, subtly chipping away at your self-esteem. It might sound like, "Are you sure you can handle that?" Or, "I don't think that's really your strong suit." They play on your insecurities, making you feel less capable, less worthy. But here's the Stoic truth. Your confidence should come from within, not from others' opinions. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, constantly reminded himself that his worth wasn't determined by what others thought of him. It was determined by his actions, his integrity, and his commitment to his principles. When someone undermines your confidence, take a step back. Are they trying to make you doubt yourself so they can control you? In these moments, remember Marcus's words, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Don't let their doubts become your truth. But toxic people don't stop at undermining your confidence. They often flip the script, playing the victim to make you feel guilty. Let's move to the next sign. Warning. Sign number 4. Playing the victim. Look what you've done to me. This is a classic move. Toxic people will often flip the situation, making themselves the victim to gain your sympathy and manipulate your guilt. They'll say things like, "Look what you've done to me," or "I can't believe you would hurt me like this." Suddenly, it's no longer about their wrongdoings. It's about how you are the cause of their suffering. Marcus Aurelius would remind us to take responsibility only for our own actions, not for the emotions or actions of others. In Meditations, he wrote that we must not let external emotions dictate our inner peace. You're not responsible for how someone reacts to the truth or to your boundaries. If someone tries to make you feel guilty for standing up for yourself, take a deep breath and reflect. Am I responsible for their emotions, or are they trying to manipulate me? Recognizing this is key to breaking free from their control. But perhaps the most dangerous tactic is when they isolate you, making you feel like they're the only person who understands you. Warning. Sign number 5. Isolation. Nobody understands you like I do. This one is subtle but powerful. Toxic people will often try to isolate you, making you feel like they're the only person who truly understands you. They'll cut you off from friends, family, or any support system that might offer you a different perspective. You'll hear phrases like, "Nobody else cares about you the way I do," or "You don't need them. I'm the only one who's really here for you." Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of community and honest relationships. Stoicism teaches us to value relationships that build us up, not tear us down. Toxic people will isolate you because when you're alone, you're easier to control. But Aurelius knew that no one should make you dependent on them for your sense of worth or understanding. If someone is trying to isolate you, ask yourself, why do they want me to cut off these connections? The answer is almost always control. Marcus taught that true strength comes from within, and genuine relationships allow you to grow. Toxic ones trap you. Now that we've seen the warning signs, how do you protect yourself? The good news is that Stoicism provides a shield against toxic manipulation. The first step is awareness. Once you recognize these warning signs, you've already taken the power away from the manipulator. But Marcus Aurelius didn't stop at awareness. He practiced Stoic techniques daily to keep his mind sharp and his emotions in check. One powerful technique is journaling. Like Marcus, you can use journaling to reflect on manipulative situations and how you handled them. Did you stay true to your principles? Did you let emotions take over? Writing down your thoughts allows you to process them and gain clarity. Another tool is the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This involves mentally preparing yourself for difficult situations before they arise. Ask yourself, what might this person say to manipulate me? Preparing your mind helps you stay calm and composed in the moment. But perhaps the most important Stoic tool is emotional detachment, understanding that you can't control others, only your response to them. When you let go of the need for approval, guilt, or fear, toxic people lose their grip on you.